All right, we're back on this. So basically today, yesterday actually, we started this stream, um, and we were playing basically a spin on Edgar's list from this past weekend. We're playing Grazer on the 29th land over the two relics. The idea is to maximize turn 3 cards and try to see whether this configuration was powerful enough or like more powerful than the Coalition Relic one that I've been playing lately. And yeah, hopefully we do today better than yesterday. We started on a 1-on-1 and we went 3-2 and then we went 2-1 1-1, sorry, and then I had to go, and now, well, I'm back, so we're going to continue the league where we left off. Hopefully we're gonna get that 4-on-1, and I'm gonna play a little bit better than yesterday because yesterday was rough. It really was, but the good thing is that, well, you everybody can have some fun now, because you can see me punting over and over again in that, especially that storm matchup. Holy crap, that was bad. That was bad. Alright, IB true. I don't think I'm familiar with what this person plays. Yeah, I guess we're gonna keep an untapped land. Would make this hand amazing, but even as is reasonable enough. Untapped land. So unlucky. So this is a turn for Titan, but a Titan with AmuLIT, which is nice. I guess it depends on what my opponent's doing. If they are doing something that includes blood winds and whatnot, then we're gonna be sad. But okay, they're playing TitanShift. Well, Squaw is. Don't worry about Squaw. He's gonna be fine. Okay, so we're gonna kill my opponent on my next turn, so that's gonna be cool. Make sure you tell Squaw Chief that he sucks. Things are going great, Jassy. Thank you guys for hanging out today. We're about to. Yeah, that's just not gonna be enough, bro. I'm sorry. Not gonna be enough. Wow. All right. Jan Danis, thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Right on time. You subscribe right on time as we're about to do nasty things to my opponent. I'm not even gonna show them the Azusa. I'm just going to smash him. Do you guys feel like? Yeah. I do feel like triple prime time. I do feel like triple prime time. So let's try doing that, shall we? Squadron Titans. Squadron Titans. Let's have some fun here. We're gonna do anything. It literally doesn't matter. In fact, I'm gonna get suboptimal lands just so I can show my opponent that I got it. Okay, they just concede. Smart move, opponent. Smart move. All right. Cyborg against Escape Shift. We want this. We want this. And we want this. We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this. And we probably kind of don't want this either, but we'll probably just leave it in. That sounds solid, right? I don't think you can show this on Twitch. Yeah, I always think of that like Simpsons episode where it's like Homer is like a crusty guy, and then there's the hamburger burglar. he just beats him up. It's still the hamburgers, and just smashes him down. Good times. I love the Simpsons. Okay, oh, that's just so good. That is so good. That is such a good draw. That's insane. Turn to dump sphere would be annoying, but if they ramp here, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh this is just. Should I Karn my opponent here? Sean is here. Thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you for the 4th month in a row. That's awesome, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. What can you do with 4 amulets but not with 3? You can waste a lot of mana. Cardboard cantrips, 2 months already. Love me some amulet. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Alright, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so thinking time. Thinking time. We can. Option number 1 is we can play amulet, play Karn. There are certain situations, we can have some scenarios where that ends up very, very bad for us. Scenario number 2, we play amulet, we play 2 lands, we hold up negate. Scenario number 3, we just play 2 lands and we hold up negate and we don't do anything else. Next turn, we amulet and prime time on the same turn. I think I'm gonna go for scenario number 3 here. I know it might be tempting to drop a card on turn 2, but we can play it on turn 3 and it doesn't really change anything for us. And by holding up, this way we get to, basically my opponent does not know about this amulet, which is nice, which plays around Rex Sage. And I think I'll let this go. Because now my opponent could have like... Okay, so let's amulet first. And we're gonna trigger, so it doesn't matter whether we activate Scout or not. So we're gonna see what happens here. My opponent will probably like grudge this. And if they grudge this, I can negate it, or I can simply Karn them. I think I'm just gonna Karn them. I just let this resolve, bounce this, and now I Karn them. And I Karn for... Probably I just Karn for the lattice here. The issue is if my opponent prime times me here. If they prime time me here, then I'm gonna be in trouble. But if they don't, then I should be fine. Also, it's interesting to know that this doesn't make all lands mountains, so it doesn't trigger Valakut, but it's one of the few things that you can do under the Karn lock that to actually stop the Karn lock, because you can trigger and you can kill the Karn, and then that would unlock my opponent. So it's interesting. It's not just like all said and done and that's game over, you know. Farseek resolves. Well, we're not getting prime time. We're not getting scape shifted either. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to like hold up flashback grudge. But I think I just do this now. I think I just prime time them. Again, cannot hold up. Again, I cannot hold up negate. But that is probably fine. Reset gemstone or activate ghost, or have, I guess I want to have ghost quarter active. So we plus on nothing and then we pass the turn. We might be dead here. I have no idea why they have been searching for all of these mountains. They should definitely have been trying to get some basic forests in there if they're gonna scape shifts, especially. That's a prime time. Okay. Now this is a little bit more problematic. They go after Karn. Okay, so I will flash in Ghost Squatter and I will Ghost Squatter my opponent now. So now they don't get to play a second land and kill the Karn. And now holding up negate, I can lattice them with negate backup, and then I simply, that's a damping sphere. That's fine. So now my opponent tapped out, and now they die to the lattice. That is not the best play I've ever seen. Not the best play I've ever seen. Ooh, I forgot to activate Karn. It's probably, I guess it can be relevant. Yeah, it might be relevant. Now I cannot pact for a prime time. That's so sad. Yes, that's probably what they were gonna try to do, I guess. And that's why I was saying that I made a mistake to not plus the Karn there. This guy will still need to do some work. Yeah, so they're gonna get a couple of Valakutes here. What is he attacking? Okay. So they kill the Karn and they're attacking me. Guess we trade Titans. Okay, I can't pact for a prime time, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Wow, this is not synergy between between these two. It's not like Urborg. But I can negate escape shift. Yeah, we are in a very weird situation right now. We're in a very weird situation. Get my AmuLIT, you got it. AmuLIT's not doing anything with the damping sphere in play. Is Valakut the only deck that can get out of the lock? It's very few actually. That's a lot of mana. That's escape shift. And this is a negate. They probably don't have another one because they would have used it last turn, right? One woolly asset moss. I guess this is not lethal, so I'm gonna let it go. It sucks for us, but I think I have to let this one go. We're in a very, very weird situation. Karn wins the game, basically. Yeah, so I mean the way you get out of the lock is you just attack the Karn, right? That's the out right there. So I guess from now, no, I guess I'd rather have access to the blue mana, so I'm going to do this and just pass a turn and not attack this turn. I was thinking of holding this in order to play around future acid mosses, but I think it's better to just like be able to, yeah, that doesn't do anything. To be able to counter my opponent's spell without it costing me a gemstone. That's a Vesuva. Does this do any? I guess it resets another gemstone. Is that something that interests me? Maybe? This is such a weird... This is such a weird situation that we find ourselves in. We have like a dead Summoner's Pact in hand. we are like negating scave shifts and whatnot. It's kind of hilarious. It's prime time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Primeval Titan in the house. We cannot transmute. And since we cannot transmute, and transmuting for pacts doesn't do anything at all, I guess I'm just gonna gain life. I can like gain life, or alternatively I can set up like a stronghold. I think it's better to be able to transmute for Pact of Negation actually. So let's set that up. Protect this. I'm gonna play this out. And maybe I should have like bounced the bounce land there. I don't think they have like probably one more stomping ground and at least 3 more basic mountains. So I don't think that they're gonna be. Ooh, I'm so dumb. I could have held up negate this turn. Yeah, I lost this game. That was so stupid. That was really stupid. I could have held up negate. Why didn't I hold up negate? I was trying to set up Tolaria West and I. Francisco. You gotta take it easy, man. Gotta take it easy. Yeah, we should have been able to easily hold up negate here. I just bounce like literally anything that is not this Tolaria West, and I am easily able to hold up negate. And I can always like bounce this to transmute next turn. That was just a mistake. That was just like bad sequencing. Force of Vigor would do literally nothing right now because there's a Mycosynth Lattice in play. So I don't have 2 green cards. I don't have a green card to exile. So Force of Vigor doesn't really work. This seems like lethal, right? Is this lethal? Also, why did my opponent sacrifice the Valakut for no reason? I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 for 3. More than enough. That was bad. That was real bad. That was real bad. Yeah, that's frustrating. Frustrated at myself, really. Yeah, I know, Saddam. I just missed it. We could have easily won that game if I had gone for the correct play. Well, the Moiju, by doing that, I'm making all my other cards become like auto win the games, right? So that's why I played it out. Definitely bottom that. I'm gonna name Scout here. Man, that really sucked. We should have won that one. So I'm gonna play out the Vesuva here, and the reason why I'm doing this is there's no way I can play the Azusa here, but if my opponent Damping Spheres me this turn, I can still cast Ancient Stirrings to look for other green sources. Okay, that's fine. And since they did that, now I can simply Sanctuary and bounce this. Another of this. Yeah, I guess I do want to Azusa, because Azusa allows me to set up Transmute for Pact for next turn. Yeah. And if they have Damping Sphere, like playing out the Tularia here, I think it's correct, because if they have Damping Sphere, I won't be able to transmute anyway, and having the Tularia in play will set me up for, you know, a larger likelihood that I am able to transmute if I draw another Tularia West, or I can also just play this and transmute in my own turn. Okay, what do we got here? Yeah, my opponent plays not the tightest play on my opponent's side. Acid Moss resolves. I don't think there's any way that I can safely transmute for Pact of Negation here, so I think I'm going to lead on Steerings, because if I find AmuLIT, I'm going to be in a much better spot. We find Tularia West. Should I transmute for Pact of Negation here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I have enough mana to prime time, but if I do prime time and then my opponent prime times, then my opponent's prime time kills mine, and then I have a pack to pay for, and I'm gonna be in a really bad spot. I think the forest is better than the Tularia West. And I think I'm going to use this turn to transmute for Pact of Negation. What if I do go for the Primeval Titan, but then my opponent Titans me, then I'm actually far behind. Yeah, so I think man, this is a super interesting spot. It's very, very tricky. I think I am going to transmute for Pact of Negation here. It might be wrong, but I kind of believe it is not. One, two, three, four, five. That sucks. That really sucks, but that yeah, that big sphere there is kind of brutal. Nah, that big sphere there is super brutal. Now I can pact for Sage next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that big sphere is just. We're in a super rough spot. We can't pact. We're kind of forced into pacting for Sage to destroy this. We're in a really, really bad spot. That Dumping Sphere right there was like probably like the single best possible card that my opponent could have had, because it's like a 2-mana card that really destroys the plan that I've been setting up all this time. Makes things extremely awkward for me. Maybe I just cannot play around my opponent having a Titan there, and I need to Summoner's Pact. If we did Summoner's Pact though, we needed to go get like 2 gemstones or something like that, because we need to play around this card. Yeah, I think that was the play actually, to just go get 2 gemstones. Gemstone would be nice here. Brutal. 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 What do we do here? So I can make myself be able to pay for Pact of Negation if I play the Boros and I bounce the Vesuva and then play it again, copy into Tolaria West. I cannot. Yeah, replay Cavern is one option, or I can bounce Vesuva and replay it as a Kalni. Or my opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands, so I am there to Scapeshift next turn. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this out. I'm going to bounce the Vesuva, and then I'm going to attack with Azusa. And depending on what my opponent does on their next turn, I am going to flash it in as a copy of Tolaria West to pay for Pact of Negation, or as a copy of Kalni Garden in order to allow me to Titan. Now if we do get to Titan, I think that we're going to be in a fine spot. So it's 1, 2 to pay for the Damping Sphere, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. Okay, so we should be fine to Titan next turn. But this gives me the most options. And the most flexibility. My opponent does the classic tap everything. I don't know why they do that every time. It's just like, I mean, if I'm gonna pierce something, then okay, so I need to pack this, I think, because otherwise I just die, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And that doesn't do anything. If they were gonna do that, they should have done that before. No, I want the green mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Steerings into Karn or Basic Forest. Is there anything I can count for? Not really. So the way that I win this is with Basic Forest, actually. Karn takes me 2 turns, and even still my opponent can lattice me. So I think Basic Forest is actually the pick here, right? Man, this game ended up being so awkward. I missed. I shouldn't have lost the previous game. Shouldn't have lost the previous game. That was bad. Yeah, that's a Valakut. All right, so they kill my Azusa. Primeval Titan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. I think I'm gonna do Bounce Land plus Ghost Quarter, which means that this way my opponent cannot like if they want to, they cannot just like validate my Titan with any mountain or any like search effect. They would need two at least. Do you miss ThermoScript in this build? I really found myself getting it. I am playing ThermoScript, so I don't miss it because it's right there. ThermoScript is excellent. ThermoScript and Python Needle are the two cards that when you need them, they are the ones that like overperform the most. Okay, so they're gonna answer my Titan. So we keep playing this awkward game. My opponent has more live draws than I do, though, unfortunately, though. Okay, that is something at least. And this is why that is exactly why Damping Sphere is so good out of the Valakut decks. It's because like we have to play like such a bad card just because this card is so bad against so bad for us. Garrett Martin, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. I'm only here to steal secret team ice tech. The snipes. Why is my opponent slow rolling me? This is just mean. It's just like, why are they slow rolling me? That sucked. Okay, we died. That was an awkward game. I should have not lost game 2. That was not a tight play. To be fair, my opponent had more like good draws up until this point. Now, starting on this turn, I think I had actually more draws than my opponent because all of my bounce lands basically mean that I have a Titan. All of my Titans basically means that I win the game. Though I guess it's not that clear cut. Like my opponent can still draw Scape Shift. At this point, like Prime Time doesn't do it for them, but Scape Shift always does it for them. So maybe they still have more outs than I do. No, that's less outs than I have. Yeah, for sure it's less outs. Alright, have a good one, Saint Doom. Thanks for hanging out. Yep, we should have definitely won that game too. That sucks. That game 3 was super awkward too. Like the way it played out was just weird. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Doing a lot of... Been making a lot of mistakes lately. I don't really know why. Round 1 we lost to the new KCI deck. Round 2 we beat the mirror. And then round 3 was that Scape Shift deck. Karn is excellent. Karn is very, very good. It might be bad in specific matchups, but overall, I think if we think of the modern meta as a whole, I think that Karn is just excellent. Many times he just like wins the game by himself, and sometimes you can like play it on turn 2, which just feels gross. Pretty Mo. I don't know if it's much better than Hive Mind. I like it better, but I don't think it's like objectively better or anything. Yeah, this hand is sweet. My opponent says, also I realize I'm against AmuLIT Titan. I'm like, you might be. Maybe. Rift Bolt. Okay, this hand is very good against Burn. Yep, this hand is very good against Burn. I'm going to play out this Stronghold because we can copy it with Vesuva. Tickle Me Tarantino. There you go. Thank you for that tier 1 subscription. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the support. Here are some emotes for you. Bump in the night. Alright. I got bumped. Second AmuLIT. I'm sorry for my opponents. I mean, I do say that I'm sorry, but maybe I'm not so sorry, really. I'm just like moderately sorry. Okay, here we go. That's one prime time. Simic, blah. Yeah, we didn't even need to like naturally draw the prime time. We could have just like packed it for it. So this is gonna be Vesuva plus Boros. Vesuva plus Boros Garrison. Copy this. Boros. Click one on each extreme. Paste this. Paste that. Bounce. Go to combat. Swing. Attack. Yes. Celestia. Gemstone Mine. Yep. You came in at the right time, that's for sure. You should leave and then come back again. So just we win turn 1 again, turn 2 again. This and this. Boom, 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 boom. I'll strike that guy. That will strike the other guy. Classic -12. Classic -12. Thanks, Cintiq to 91. Thank you for keeping track of that turn 2 action. Okay, so we're playing against Burn. We want this. We don't want this member. Yeah, I guess the Burn matchup is gross. This sucks. I guess I have to like. I'm gonna need the help of Blast Zone a lot in the matchup. This sucks. I don't like negate. Let's do this. So it's basically hope my opponent doesn't draw an Eidolon. That's gonna be my plan. It's not a great plan. It's not a great plan. It's not a very good plan, but well. Yeah, thank you, Epic Kitty. I appreciate the help. I think I'm gonna sideboard like this. I'm not happy with this configuration. Like, I'm not even close to happy with this configuration, but MV Willis, you got it. Yep, we're doing it for science. This is it's kind of similar to the list that Edgar played at the Open this past weekend, and it's we're kind of like experimenting with that. It's like basically it's trying to maximize on. I guess we keep this, but I'm not happy about it. We try to maximize on what am I trying to say here? We're trying to maximize on turn 3 cards, basically. That's why we're playing this slot. Okay, so my opponent plays a Gobbo, and then show me an Azusa. That sucks. Alright, because of Azusa, I am kind of forced into playing AmuLIT on 2, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to like lead on tap T-West. Give me some lands, Gobbo. No lands. Oh. Bouncerino. Alright, there's the bounce. I love how my opponent is like, they are being like nice about it. They say, I'll be disappointed if you don't turn to me again, Kappa. No turn 2 this time. I'm like, no turn 2 this time. Clearly the deck is unplayable. Radiant Fountain. Oh no, I was gonna fetch for that one. I guess it's not really gonna matter, huh? So if I play my land, I play Azusa, opponent bolts Azusa. I should still have enough mana to pact for a second Azusa and go off anyway. So we should be fine. I could also just like play a primetime here, but Azusa is basically like +1 mana anyway, so shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. It's probably when they bolt me. Yep, that's fine. Okay, so I just 20 my opponent here. This is fine. Board of Garrison, Slayer Stronghold. GG's. Does anyone know how to adjust Cryfall to a website? I have no idea what that means. Big monkey, sorry. Did you close and reopen Epic Kitty Gaming? Because like you did a pretty reasonable job to like turn 3. No, that was okay. Do we cut card and bring in artifacts? In some matchups, yes, but because of this setup, like if I were playing my regular build where I am playing like Coalition Relic and I'm playing what's his name, Path, I do, but like I really don't want to bring in Dismember against Burn. That doesn't seem like a good exchange for us. So what I would do is like if I were playing my regular setup, I would take out all the cards. I would bring in the second explosives, 2 or 3 paths to exile, Baloth and Sage, and that's it. And that would take out all 4 cards and 1 of the lands and maybe another land. All right, let's see if we can get that 3-2, which we don't really deserve. Unfortunately, this is a very tempting hand on the draw, but this hand is pretty good. This is actually quite a solid 5, honestly. especially if we're playing like against Dredge or something. Yeah, we kind of do need to find the bounce land ASAP though. Couldn't we just fountain and then growth chamber to not give them a window to bolt a Susa and get fountain player that we not? I didn't really care about doing that, to be honest with you, Epic Kitty Gaming. It net me more mana to like do that. Like I guess it would have allowed me to like double, like gain a couple of life or whatever. It's just like I'm much more interested in just like killing my opponent. And I play the thing first. Like I played the I played the Simic Growth first. That was my first land drop. So nice. They probably have to go squatter my Wajuki Bog here. Because otherwise it will keep like coming back. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's a heads up play for my opponent, honestly. Wow, this I guess we have Titan mana. So now we're just missing a Primeval Titan. Just gotta find the prime time. And if the thug, so if the thug dies, it needs to put itself. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think I just pass the turn. Like it's better for me to block than to attack. Yeah, Karn would be solid here. Can get let me get Tormod's Crypt. Karn would be solid. I mean Titan would be just like simply game winning. Like if I fight prime time, I just win. If I find Tolaria West, that would be like a prime time in 2 turns. This is an awkward game. This is a real awkward game. What to do with this Vesuva? I guess I don't want to do anything. I'll just hold. Why do we want to attack? Like I don't want to take damage from my opponent. Like my damage is irrelevant because when I'm not gonna win the game with this Azusa alone. I will need help from a prime time, and if I draw a prime time, that prime time is gonna kill. If my opponent is in 30, I don't care. I'm gonna kill them anyway, right? Whereas like all of these turns that I'm buying, that my opponent is not like cheap shotting me. Like this is good for me. Like if we like stay on this holding pattern, I guess my opponent is just going to like discard to hand size. That's their play. Yeah, that's a play. Stink with Imp. Alright. They got there. That's sad. Not they're gonna be able to conflag everything. I was gonna play and burn against you a moment ago. I really had a good laugh. Oh yeah. Yeah, Felder Griff. That was... You were the recipient of the rare turn 2. It happens sometimes. It does happen sometimes. Do we want to put this on 2? I mean, it's better than at 1, right? So let's just leave it on 2. I'm not gonna crack it, but I just like leave it on 2 to see what happens. Prime time, please. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we're fine. How do we kill my opponent here? Can I kill my opponent? 3/6. So I'm gonna have 2 extra mana. I can get Boros plus. Yeah, Big Daddies. No, that's what I was thinking. That's why I put it on 2. Verba Delicious, like her nice stick. Nice. I love that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to set up another prime time. So I guess I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not going to double strike this turn, so I can just do this. This should kind of prompt a concession, yeah. I mean, I was eventually gonna get there, right? Alright, Dredge Reno. Ring and negates. Take out Pact to Negation. Take out Governor Souls. Easy, right? Easy. I don't know about Baloth actually. And maybe even maybe I kind of want to try. Let's try out Rexage because of Damping Sphere actually. Grazer Sims ish. I literally drew this guy 0 times in both of these leagues, which is kind of crazy. Definitely 104 cards because they get me Tormod's Crypt. Maybe we can do this. So Karn basically to me is like a 4 mana Tormod's Crypt. That's the way that I see it. And we'd only like a single Tormod's Crypt. Like I just like I'd rather have Karn than have like Dismember or like Ballista or I guess Wormcoil Engine not, but like Hornet Queen. Like I think Karn is better than Hornet Queen for example. I think this hand is gonna be like turn 3 Asusa, turn 4 Karn. That sounds so glacially slow. If any of these were Radiant Fountain or something, I think I would keep. But as is, I think we can do better than this. This is probably better. Like I like Karn way better than Path to Exile, for example. Well, that is some spice right there. I mean, I guess I play out the Colony Garden. It gives them a target for Dark Blast, but at this point the blast is already in their yard, so they're probably gonna dredge the Stinky anyway. Yeah, it's chill. Yeah, there goes the Faithless looting again. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Natty Bog. Chant with me, everyone. Natty Bog. Damn it. It didn't work. It didn't work. Maybe I need to chant harder. Yeah, that is a wasted Dark Blast, honestly. Sheesh. Triple Amalgam. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. They have 2 dredgers. Yeah, I think we're dead. Yep, we're dead. We are dead souls. Yep. Alright. Let's try it again. Teehee. 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 Oh, Epic Kitty Gaming, come on. You gotta get that going. Alright. Do I play one AmuLIT or not? I mean, if I drew a bounce land, it's not going to matter. So I guess I don't play the AmuLIT. I don't want to expose it to like a potential Ancient Grudge. Here comes the reunion. Yep. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That's a loam. That sucks. Well, this really sucks. Can we find a land, please? And now if we draw on tap land, we don't even get value. Oh, this sucks. I guess I should have played the AmuLIT. Okay, so you're gonna loan back. GQ, foot, hills, and ×2. Okay, oh my god. This makes me very, very sad. You have no idea how sad this makes me. No idea how sad this makes me. Okay, that's at least that's fine. Did he have her? Oh, conflag? Oh no. Okay. Yep, this is why I wanted to hide the amulets. Yep. I mean, that's one wasted turn for my opponent, though. Okay, finally. Alright, let's do the Storm of Crypt thing first. And I don't think I want to activate this yet. And next turn, what we're gonna do is, if I don't need to crack this, I won't. And next turn, what I can do is I can minus for Crucible and Crucible back the bog. It should be gas. Okay, that sucks. I mean, they can just fetch and respawn, so there's no reason for me to get those Bloodghasts yet, right? Sure. But this uses my opponent's mana at least, so that's nice. You got foothills. Okay, so yeah, right. I just go for Crucible. So I can set up the next card. Or I can alternatively go get Ballista, and I can Ballista both of the Ghasts. I think Crucible is better. I can explosives on 2 to kill the ghasts. Man, this is tricky. I think I get Crucible, but I play this out right here. And I don't play out the Crucible. So now I can, next turn I can crack EE, blow up my opponent's ghasts. Like, this is just one loam, right? My opponent has a second loam in hand already, so... Sure, this doesn't add anything. Because everything is gonna get swept up by the explosives. It's just impossible to keep track of what's going on with this. There's both of them coming at me. Yeah, but if we crit ourselves, that means that we don't have a Crucible. I know, I thought about the cute play, but it just doesn't work the way we want it to, unfortunately. We only have like so many, like we either get the crypt and then we can like get it again, or we can like Crucible and go get Bog. Like we can't just do anything. So I know I'm sorry about that. Sure, you got your Bloodghasts back. Okay, my opponent's second mountain is gone, so they can't GQ themselves. Okay. GQ and Meyer. So we crack this. That's an amulet. So does that change anything? So 1, 2, 3. We play Crucible. It doesn't, right? We just bog my opponent. I'll play an amulet. And we plus. Do we plus on the Crucible? Do you have a blocker? I don't think we do. We're definitely plussing, but I don't think we plus on anything. And now next turn I can minus for Worm Coil. It should be these. Even if my opponent GQs one of my lands again, I don't have any more basics, but it doesn't really matter because I can just like replay whatever they GQ. So my opponent is not progressing anything at doing this. Yeah, this doesn't really make sense to me at all. So we -2 for, yeah, we're just -2 for Worm Coil, and then like how does my, oh, we can just like lattice them. No, we can't because this card's gonna die. So I mean, we can lattice them and just like lock them out next turn, not this turn. But if they find a grudge, then that punishes me quite harshly. So yeah, I think we just minus for Worm Coil. We just need Ghost Quarter. That's too much spice, my friend. Dark Blaze is not bad for them actually, because it enables them to like GQ their own thing. Why do they continue doing this? I guess they just like want it's just free because they're allowing them back, but it costs them a land drop, right? Maybe they're not doing anything with the land drop or something. This is just sexy right here. This is just sexy. Alright, so let's start the parade of awesomeness. So we're going to do this first. Then we're going to Azusa. Then we're going to Simic Growth. I guess I'd rather float some mana here. Ooh, I can bog them. Yeah, that sounds decent. No, I can't. Okay. So I'm just going to like transmute and Karn them. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Not gonna lie, yeah, they're just gonna see that. I was going to transmute for GQ. Well, I was going to just move for prime time, and then prime time can get the GQ, so that would have been sick. Yeah. These games against Dredge were like probably like the weirdest games against Dredge I've ever played. That was just weird. It was just strange, like the way those games played out. All right, let's do like a little quick revamp of this. What am I doing here? What is the name of this deck? AmuLIT card, no relic. Okay, so let's grab the same idea. Let's grab the same concept, but let's go for the white splash. Let's see if this is doable. And we want just 2 path, probably 3. 2 path, 1 Celestial Purge maybe. Celestial. Maybe something like this. And then we're gonna take out Emrakul, and everything else will stay the same. Okay, so this is gonna be the next thing that we're gonna play with this in this next league. Modern AmuLIT, white AmuLIT, Cardinal Relic, 5, 29, 19. Ditto 77, thank you for the follow. Then we're gonna do, yeah, all right, let's try this out. Let's try this out. We're going to like continue experimenting with this concept, but let's see if the white splash works with this, because something that's relevant, that is, if we're splashing white, we don't have access to Coalition Relic anymore now, so it's not going to be like as easily accessible. So I want to try it out to see how the mana bait works out. So we shall see. All right. Is this one of those add com deck copy? It's for whatever reason it doesn't work. It just like for whatever reason, yeah, it just ignores my commands. I don't know what MTG bot's doing. It's drunk. It's mulligan, unfortunately. No ramp. This is much better. Keep. Bottom that we want to see an Azusa. That's what we really want to see. Yeah, I know. Add com deck. It just doesn't do anything. I have no idea what's going on. This is super weird, and we're probably gonna lose. I think I need to play this out. I don't think I can afford to miss land drops. Yep, there's a meddling mage. They always have the meddling mage. Yep, it would have been nice if you had showed up on time. And now we are just... I think we can't win anymore now. Like, we will need to find like a... We will need to find explosives. Yeah, we can't win anymore. Because we're lacking both a bounce land and a way to kill the melee mage, so we just can't win. All right, not the best start, but post board things get much better for us. Well, take this out. I'm not sure I like this guy. I guess we're gonna try it out. Yeah. Okay. Maybe okay. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, Blast Zone is too slow. I don't think Blast Zone is very good in this matchup, honestly. It's just so slow that it should be good, right? But it just isn't, unfortunately. Yeah, we definitely need to draw like actual cards. As is, this is just a turn 4 Horned Queen, which might not be good enough. I mean, it's ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, this is what humans does, right? This is why the matchup is not very good. I mean, we're one blast zone or like explosives away from being actually in a fine spot. Reflector Mage, yeah, that's fine. Take 3. Well, I guess I would have been able to play. Yeah, 1 mana short. Would have been able to play the queen there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I probably chomped this turn, actually. Yeah, I'm definitely chomped this turn. My human's opponent always have the nuttiest of draws. I don't know how they do that. Just wait for them. Just wait for them to have Deputy of Detention. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. Now they untap and they Deputy me. Just wait for it. Look at it. Look at it. There it is. Every single time. I don't know why. I like whenever I play against humans, like my opponents just have Literally everything. That game was unwinnable though. I mean, I kept an iffy hand, but like that game was just like too absurd. I'm like 170 games against humans post-war meta. Yeah, well, I mean that's one of the things. I think that this version of the deck is significantly worse against humans. That's why Delix played the Abrades, right? Like Abrade is like the card that is the removal spell that you want against humans. Um, Abrade, and you want to be playing with multiple explosives in the main deck like he was doing. Trinket Mage is also very good in the humans matchup because it can find you an amulet when you need to go quick. It can find you explosives when you need that, and when they are naming explosives, it can find you a Lista. So Trinket Mage is very very good in the matchup. Oh really? That's cool. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I just get grossly outdrawn against humans in general. Although I am very well aware that usually the matchup is just like even or like slightly in favored. I think that with this version of the deck we are actually like we are the underdog, like, and considerably so. Considerably so. Like I would put us at like 35% maybe. It's not a good matchup for this version of the deck at least. Karn is very bad against Thalia. It shows your opponent what you're gonna play, so melee mage make things way better. It's also much worse against the other guy, the freebooter. Okay, turn 3 Karn. Playing against a Snapcaster with a Z. Let's see what we're up against. I wonder if he's playing blue. I don't know. Maybe they're playing mono green. They are playing blue. All right. Question answered. Is this Cheerios? Okay, I'm going to lead on the scout here because it doesn't change anything, right? Like we are going to, whether we play this on turn 1 or turn 2, it still enables turn 3 Karn. It doesn't go any quicker than that. And if the scout does manage to untap, then, well, we have an active scout, right? It's pretty good. Mono red Tron incoming. Ooh. Do I go for the next level play? I think I'm gonna go for the next level play, and I'm just going to play explosives on 0. And I'm going to assume that I'm playing against Cheerios. And now I'm leaving up explosives activation. Maybe I am mistaken. That's a Mox Opal. That's a Mishra's Bauble. That's a Mox Ember. I guess we crack here, right? My opponent is struggling with mana. I think the cracking there is correct. Like I played it for 0 already, right? Like I can't help it anymore. No risk in here. They might remand me, which would suck. Or we might just win the game. I don't know what we're up against. We probably won negates and we probably won Rex Sage. That's all I know. Everything else is up in the air. Um, I don't know whether I want Bojuki Bog or not. I don't know whether I got Cavernous Souls or not. Yeah, that was a cute game. Things really ended up working out right there, huh? I think I do want the Blast Zone if my opponent is playing like some kind of a Snare and Bridge style deck. You can probably take out the Cavern, maybe. It seems more likely that the path is going. The Caviar Corso is going to be irrelevant. I think my guess of Cheerios was reasonable, but I'm not entirely sure. We're definitely leaving the 4 cards, and I guess we're just gonna do this. I keep. Did you restart Epic Kitty? Because I think we just won. Well, I guess my opponent was playing some kind of brew that wasn't really working out, and we got a free one over there. Did you restart? Because if you did restart, then that it's confirmed now. This is just how life works. This is just how life works. Vomit. Yeah, I'm good. We can do better with 6. Can we do better with 5? I'm not sure we can do better with 5, but now if we draw any land, we have like a turn 4 card at least. Or if we draw a green source, we can do some damage. The Suva also counts now. Please be Dredge. That's not Dredge. Wild Nakatl. That is a freaking blast from the past. I guess I play out the AmuLIT just because it gives me more options, but I might need to crack this Blast Zone at some point. So I guess this is like the Zooicide Zoo deck. Yeah. Is there a website or app to test your deck? I am not sure what you mean by that. I mean, you can use like Apprentice and like those kind of websites, which are pretty bad, but I guess it can probably get the job done. Yeah, it's a lot of 1-drops. Some prowess triggers. That is a dead me. I think if I find a bounce land, I just crack, right? I just crack the Blast Zone. Yeah, but I mean that's gonna cost me a land drop. It's not free. It's not free at all. Like there's a very 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 real price for doing that. Okay. We draw nothing and we pass the turn. Like we're missing land drops and we would need to like freaking just sack a land. that's not something I'm too excited about, you know what I'm saying? If we draw a green bounce, we can prime time though, which should be pretty cool. But I feel pretty dead here, honestly. That's a Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyfo. Green bounce. Green bounce land. Green bounce land. Green bounce. Nope. We're dead, right? I mean, I guess I can make my opponent kill me, but I think we're dead. 29 lands, not enough. 29 lands needs more. There's no way we're still alive. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. TBR and a cattle. That's cute. I mean, it's lethal, so every time. Have you guys ever thought have you guys like stopped and thought about like, how many times whenever Francisco draws the extra card, it's actually literally the card that he was hoping for? Isn't it like extremely common? As in like literally every freaking game. Oh man. It's funny how I get turn 2 or turn 3 at the latest against AmuLIT and Legacy. I get turn 1 Growth Survivor with either Chancellor backup or on Chalice on 1. Some of my Phoenix opponent can't find a single fix. That's called variance, Feldergriff. That is called variance. It's a tough mistress. It's a tough mistress for sure. I think I'm gonna side out cards here. We're gonna do this. Yeah, I like this. I think this is cool. Yeah, this matchup is not great. If they have like anything even close to a reasonable draw, then the matchup is we're just too far behind throughout most of the whole like endeavor. So we're not hitting good matchups, honestly. Where are my Tron opponents? Does somebody in chat want to queue up with Tron just so I can win more? Yeah, I guess. Turn 1 AmuLIT, because if I draw a Zooicide, then the upside is just insane. So I'm gonna lead an AmuLIT. It also protects it from Thoughtseize, and like my other cards are very, like my hand is kind of like pretty Thoughtseize proof. So there's a Thoughtseize. I feel so smart. It's not bad. I think I'm just gonna hold it in hand though for now. That's Dwyer West. Sweet. If things do kind of like spiral out of control and I'm forced into, yeah, I guess I just don't want to play this out yet. I just don't want to play the explosives out yet. Sweet Wraith. Let's see what they do. So they have a Tarmogoyf. Do I care about the Tarmo? I think I'm gonna use this turn to transmute for another Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact. There we go. So now if my opponent, they can kill me this turn, right? Like it's actually quite possible for them to kill me this turn, thanks to become immense TBR. But if they don't, then I have the kill set up for the next turn if my opponent manages to if they happen to tap out. Like if they tap out and don't kill me, then they are like actually dead. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so they have a lightning bolt then. Or they don't know how AmuLIT works. Yeah, they for sure have a lightning bolt then. This sucks. This really sucks. This really sucks. So my opponent's gonna kill me with the Swift Spear. Actually, in this scenario, the Swift Spear is probably like a bigger threat than the Tarmogoyf, which is kind of hilarious. But I cannot afford to kill my AmuLIT if I want to win, so I just have to cross my fingers and hope. Not my favorite thing to do. If we do untap with AmuLIT, then I think we probably just win. Unless my opponent has... what could they have? Some black spell of sorts. This doesn't kill me. I guess they were a little bit Thoughtseize flooded here. This doesn't kill me because I still have primetime mana next turn. So definitely cracking here. Is it become immense? It is become immense. Why are they paying 2 mana for this? Do they have a path? Does my opponent have a path? That would be gross. I mean, I'm not playing around Path to Exile, right? I still have enough to pay for Pact. So that shouldn't be a problem. I think I'm just going for it. Alternatively, I could... So I either go for it, or I could get like something like Crossroads Skalny and set up for the next turn, which puts the ball in my opponent's court. The only problem is if they top deck a Death Shadow. I guess I can Blast Zone it, so it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna pay 2 for the upkeep, and then I'm gonna chomp. But let's say my opponent has, worst case scenario, my opponent has the Delve destroy target creature. What do I end up with? I end up with a turn where I need to pay my upkeep. I'm just gonna go for it here. I'm just gonna go for it. They do have the path. Brutal. Brutal. The cute thing is that I think Azusa is lethal, right? Pay for Pact, play Asusa, play this, bounce, replay. Yeah. So Asusa is lethal, Summoner's Pact is lethal. You gotta be kidding me, right? Oh no, okay. So I go down to 1. So I cannot really transmute because transmute is going to cost me a land drop, which means that I cannot transmute for anything that's relevant. So I think I just need to get lucky, so I just want to give myself the most amount of mana available. I would have won if I had gone for the other play. I still think it's correct to go for it there. I'm not playing Ballista. I couldn't transmute for it even if I could. Yeah, I'm just dead. I have used Vogue's explosives, and even if I had them, I wouldn't be able to activate them. Yeah, I'm just dead. Just dead. Man, these leaks have been... These leaks have been rough. These leaks have been rough. I guess. Yep. Another time where the immediate next card would have been good enough. Oh, my opponent's playing AmuLIT. Well, good that we have an AmuLIT. My opponent goes turn 1 tapped source. Definitely want to bounce here. But I don't think I want to play it out yet. We're just going to play Crossroads and we're going to pass the turn. Current moon next card would have saved me. I just current life. That's my life mode right now. I guess we can steerings into AmuLIT. That seems like the best possible choice. Or this way we're setting up Asusa for next turn. So it's a turn 4 prime time with AmuLIT, so it's not too bad. Could be better. My opponent has a turn, probably a turn 4 Titan, but with no AmuLIT. Oh, yikes. They return the forest to hand? That is perplexing to me. Should I play around Slaughter Pact? Is that what that means? they can't pay for Pact of Negation. Unless they're playing Simian Spirit Guide, that would be kind of cool. My opponent's playing Simian Spirit Guide. That would be some next level right there. I'm gonna bounce this one because I want the most amount of red sources possible. And I think I am going to haste here. Again, my opponent having no AmuLIT kind of makes this the superior play. I'm gonna haste here. And then I'm going to swing and get 2 bounce lands and play Karn. Bouncing Boros and bouncing this. Take 8, pay 4, play Karn. And we minus for what? If we just plus on the amulet. It's plus on nothing. Go. Is this much of just race to lattice? No, not really. Not really. It's like you can see we played the mirror yesterday as well. And we played some very interesting games. But it's just it used to be that. Well, my opponent might have baited me there, which is possible. Okay, they have not baited me. I don't understand why they bounced the basic forest. It seems to me that they should have bounced the Vesuva. Or just played out the basic forest. Like it's just not doing anything in their hand right now. Maybe they wanted to bounce the Vesuva and they misclicked on the basic forest. That's what would make the most sense to me. But at that point, they should have definitely just played out the basic. It's just like, I mean, once you made the mistake, playing out the basic forest seems just like strictly superior. Yeah, like literally the last match that we played was the mirror. They go for Pact of Negation. Huh. But I am just winning on board though. So blue pact, forest, and well, no mine anymore. So I know half of their hand. I don't understand what my opponent is doing here. Like they have 5 mana. And they transmuted for Pact of Negation and then they now cannot pay for it? What is going on? What is going on? Like they transmuted for Pact of Negation, but then now they cannot cast it. Yeah, that what? Interesting. All right. On to the next game. We don't. We do want Bujugi Bog. This is hilarious. I talked about this the other day. In the mirror, you actually kind of do want Bojugabog because it's the only way that you can stop your opponent's Ghost GQ lock with Crucible. If you don't understand what somebody's doing in a mirror match, somebody's getting wrecked. Yeah, but I mean, they could have, right? Because they could have bounced their Vesuva and then copy a Simic and then play the Gemstone. So that's 3 blue sources. I can only destroy 1. I guess I could like Karn Crucible them or whatever, but yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if they were like trying to do something and then they like messed up halfway. It kind of feels like that is what happened. Like they were going to do something, and then halfway they might have like misclicked or something, and then everything snowballed from there basically. Rexage is it's not great, honestly. Like it only destroys one thing. I know that this is the mirror breaker, but still feels feels overpowered, underpowered. I mean. Keep or mole? We're gonna share this one. Oh, that's right. No question marks allowed. If they're playing card 2, it can destroy Crucible. No, it makes a 3-3, right? 2 draw steps, 18 lands. Yep. But we're on the draw, and we're on the draw in the mirror match, and that's a big part of it. My opponent keeps 7. Opponent keeps 7. We are on the draw in the mirror match, and we have 18 draws at a turn 2 kill. We can whiff. How many times can we whiff? 1 or 2 times probably. Because we need to expose the AmuLIT, so my opponent might be able to answer it. Ah, see, it's Sench. Okay, I go what you're saying, yeah. I think I'm gonna ship it, but I think it's really close. I think this one is fine, and we need land, so we're gonna put on that. Again, having access to AmuLIT, it's that's not a bad draw there. Having access to AmuLIT, it's kind of like it's a big deal in the mirror match. And my opponent could not Sage me this turn, so that's why I'm exposing this. And if I draw Azusa, then we are in a really, really good spot. Yeah, Academy Ruins. I don't like this card. Okay. Things not looking great. I could have packed it for Azusa there. I just think it's way too risky. Like we just died to a Ghost Quarter. I guess I can Ghost Quarter I can path my own Azusa. Actually, maybe it was worth it to pack for Azusa there. Yeah, maybe I should have done that actually. Huh, yeah. You know what? Maybe. Maybe that was the play. Maybe packing for Azusa there was the play. Very interesting. Yeah. Especially after drawing the semi-growth. No, Epic Kitty, because as I was saying, like if we just top the Ganasusa, we're actually in a very, very good spot. So I don't think that Blast Zone is our answer to AmuLIT. Blast Zone is just like, it's a card, I guess. It's like a land that is better than the alternatives. But I don't think this card is particularly good in the matchup. This card is just really cool. I don't think it's good, but it's very cool. All right, show me that primetime OP. Well, we did have the answer to the primetime. That we did. Yeah, that's just a mistake. I guess they might have path in hand here. Minus info lattice there just seems very bad. They might have the path here, which means that I'm probably going to die, but I'm gonna get latticed anyway, so if they have the path, they have the path. I can't play around it. That's why I'm sequencing my lands in a really lazy way, because I'm gonna bounce this, and then we're gonna play this, and we're going to bounce this. Prime time. Yes. Suva Stronghold. This one, go to combat. Attack Karn. Yes. Let's make sure that we can pay for Pact. Thanks to Sanctuary and Ghost Quarter. Yeah. You see, my opponent played a Karn, they minused, they got a lattice, and now the lattice does absolutely nothing. They could have gotten a Crucible, they could have gotten relevant cards. Instead, they have a 6 mana, literally a 6 mana do nothing, because I answered the Karn. This is why I don't think that this is not the obvious. This is like too obvious of a play sometimes, and it's oftentimes just not correct. I just right now, unless my opponent has some way to make me not pay for Pact, or they have a way to answer my own primetime, I think that I am very far ahead right now. Oh yeah, you're right. My camera shifted somehow. Thanks, Han. Thank you for catching that. It's like Slaughter Pact. If they have Slaughter Pact here, I might actually be in trouble. I miss you already, Thor. Yep, that's what I was. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, my opponent could have actually gotten a real card off of this Karn. Going for the lattice when you don't have it set up is oftentimes a mistake. But yeah, hopefully Hammer God will come here on stream and we can talk about it. But yep. GG's. Yeah, Needle on Slayers would have been. I think Needle on Slayers just like wins them the game there, right? Actually, because I have no way to like answer the Karn, and then they can lattice me on the following turn, and I just die to my pack trigger. So we have enough lands to. We have enough lands to Titan, but this is a turn 5 Titan? That's way too slow. Yikes, this is worse. This gains a lot of life, but yikes. Okay. It's a green source. Playing against Burn. Do you think there's a change that they ever print a land that gives haste when it ETB? I doubt it. We're playing against Dredge, and we have the Natty Bog. This makes me so sad. No, we're... Ooh! Is this deck back? Please tell me this deck is back. I love this deck. This is BridgeVine. This deck is super sweet. Stitcher's Supplier. Hashtag sequencing. They could have gotten their Bloodghast back this turn. That's why I said hashtag sequencing. For people who are not aware. Okay. That means I can Karn next turn. Haste Ranting is too scary for the different dude. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that they can really ever print a free haste. So this is interesting here. Bridge from Below doesn't trigger. This card is just so weird. So basically, it doesn't trigger off while my opponent sequencing off again. Like now they will get, if they kill my plant token, for example. Yeah, they are smart, so they kill their own dude so they can get more 2/2s. But if they attack into my plant token dying actually does trigger my opponent's bridges. Yeah, so here this is a very clear Karn minus for Tormod script, blow up my opponent's graveyard, because I don't want to mess with that. Next turn my opponent will probably have to attack the Karn, and then I can Karn explosives for 0. Let's see how they attack. Probably all at Karn. All at me? 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. Okay. Sure. So we're going to minus here for explosives, play it on 0, and set up for primetime next turn. Yeah, this is... They should have attacked the Karn. It's very dangerous to leave Karn alive when you don't know what your opponent has in their wish board. It seems like a very risky proposition. I would love it if this deck got a boost. I think this deck is super cool. Okay. So we take 4 out of 10. Next turn we can prime time. And depending on what my opponent's graveyard looks like. Okay. So we just prime time here and we just get Vesuva plus, yeah, we just got there. Vesuva Kavira. Crossroads, Vesuva on Calming Garden. Now we're at too high of a life total. I just concede, yeah. That showcases the power of Karn right there. That definitely showcases the power of Karn. Want Bailoff, we don't want this. We probably do want the Bojuki Bog. That's for sure. Guess we might not want Carano Souls. This is the card that I'm kind of like... Maybe I think I do want Paths. That was a multi 5, right? I totally forgot that was a multi 5. That's kind of sick. That's kind of sick. Well, I guess Grazer, it's actually great in the matchup randomly because it just blocks tokens all day. That's hilarious. So having Bailoff to bridge the gap sounds nice here. Maybe I guess I want to wait on the Rex Sage to see. I mean, they could play Damping Sphere, like literally any deck could play Damping Sphere. I have gotten Damping Sphere out of Elves, which I was like, really? Sure. Mulligan. You can probably keep this. I think we bottom that. Supplier. Okay. I'm gonna try to make sure that this plant at least gains 2 life by blocking a Bloodcast. Yeah, I took out the Cavern Cinch. Ooh, Bridge. Okay, now I'm basically chomping anything because he exiles the bridge. Yep. Sick. Yep, you definitely don't want to attack, my friend. You definitely do not want to attack. That's not a bad draw, actually. Play Scout. So I'm not going to be able to play Bailoff on 3 anyway, so I think I'd rather use this time to double Scout, which will give me a nice boost for the following turn. Okay, second Neonate into another zombie. Discarding a Ghast, which they get back. No attacks again. Okay, I'm okay with all of this. One, two, three, four, five. Nah, it's just better to prime time them next turn, right? It's not close. Let's see how my lands are gonna work. Like, so we have T West, which is CTB tapped. So I'm going to play land for turn. First activation of Sanctuary first Scout activation, second Scout activation, then this. Yeah, so we can actually afford to take the Florida West here. Play this as land for turn and just pass the turn. Yeah, just unfortunately getting Karn there was just basically strictly worse than getting prime time. So having the extra land to make sure that I have prime time mana seems significantly better than getting the Karn right there. I think my opponent's deck is just extremely hard to play. Okay. So I think I want to block here, here, and here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I definitely want to block one of these guys over here. And then I think I want to block here. And I guess I block here because it doesn't give them value. So after this, no, actually I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna block here because if they want to sack this, which means that it's the way that they're gonna get a free zombie, they oh, they can't sack this actually. Okay, so let's do this then, and don't give my opponent any free zombies. And this gets rid of the bridge, which frees me up to get something else with this prime time. So this should be cool. So I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I go down to 11. Yeah, but I'm gonna be at 11, so I don't really care. Yeah, oh, you're right. Yeah, I can block. You're right. Vinicius. Yeah, okay. So we should be in a very good spot here, though. I like these blocks. And this actually gives me an extra plant token for value, which is great. And it gives my opponent basically no free zombies. So my opponent just keeps the same board state that they have right now. Except their bridge is gone. I go to 11 and I'm going to untap and I'm going to have primetime mana. And the Path to Exile. Primeval Titan. I mean, I could even bog them, but it's just like, what's the point, right? Like their graveyard has nothing. I can pay for Damping Sphere. So if they have Blood Moon, they have Blood Moon. Like I really doubt they do. But I guess if they want to get me somehow, they can get me that way. So what do I want to do? Crossroads. So copying Vesuva doesn't really make sense because I have a scout, so I have 1 free land drop. So I think I am just going to do this. Boom, boom, and I'm going to bounce the Colony Garden. And next turn, I flash in the Colony EOT. I have a Greater Gargadon. You got it. You've got a Gargadon. Sure. Let's block here. Let's block here. Let's block here. Okay. Flash this in. So that's another plant, which is gonna probably be blocking this Gargadon next turn if my opponent goes all in. Alright, so the Ghast is gone now. Well, I can even path the Gargadon. I don't even... Yeah, this is... We're just in too good of a spot. We're just in too good of a spot. It's just too easy. Just too easy. This is just too easy. Swing, we're going to... I haven't played my land so far, so... I can do Bog. My opponent's got a bunch of ones, I guess. So I can blow up my opponent's board if I want to. I think gaining life is going to be better. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Again, developing my mana. I'm going to be able to play a Baloth this turn. We're just in a really good spot. I don't think my opponent can really win this game. Like, they can sack everything in response to my attack, and then they just path the Gargadon. I just have literally everything covered. I just have everything covered here. So we're going to we're gonna 3-2 again. This is the 3-2est of streams. This is the 3-2est of streams. Ingot, sure. Yeah, my opponent just over sideboarded a little bit. My opponent just over sideboarded a little bit. Oh, this is nice. They get to like take counters out for free, which is kind of interesting. I remember when everybody was crazy about this deck. I really wanted it to be very good. It just, it kind of wasn't. It kind of wasn't very good. It was just an okay deck with a lot of inconsistencies, like way too many inconsistencies. So my opponent makes a suicide attack. They sow no BridgeVines whatsoever. It's kind of unlucky for them. 3-2 again. Yay. Yeah. Fun stuff. I'm trying to organize my thoughts about the list, and I think that white is just doable if we want to go that route. I guess I want to try it again a little bit more, but it feels alright. However, what I'm not sure is, like, I think I just want 3 paths. I don't think I want the Purge. The Purge is a nice hedge against, like, Liliana or what's his name, or Blood Moon and stuff like that, so it is, like, relevant in some scenarios, but I think that just Path is a card that is just more serviceable for what we want to be doing. And I'm not sure that Blast Zone is the, like, we just saw it right there. Like, Blast Zone wasn't very good really at all basically. So I'm just not sure that Blast Zone is the card that we want to be playing. We might just rather play like a Canopy, or like if we're gonna be going for 29 lands, maybe Horizon Canopy is just the land that we want to be playing. It's a green source, it is a white source for the sideboard cards, and it also has value. What are your thoughts on the cutting of Coalition Relics? I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. To be fair, we played 3 leagues and we drew Grazer once. We never wanted to pack for it, and it just wasn't particularly good. However, it's nice in the face of all the, like, post sideboard people bringing in a lot of artifact removal against you, and having access to, like, not being weaker against it because of Coalition Relic is kind of nice, and I think that was like a big part of the thought process for Edgar when he did that. So yeah, Sand. It's iffy, right? I don't think that Blood Moon is like the main reason to be playing Celestial Purge, but still, it's kind of iffy. I think I'd rather just have access to Path. It just seems like overall a better card in most scenarios. But I will keep trying. I will keep testing things out. And again, you know, Edgar is a guy that I respect a lot. So even if I have not seen it yet, it's quite possible that he might be onto something. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks everybody for hanging out. If you haven't hit that follow button yet, make sure you do so. You can get notified whenever I go live. If you want to support the stream, you can subscribe. You get access to these sweet emotes right here. Well, there we go. And if you want to be a tier 2 subscriber, you also get access to the Nomad Matchups emote, which is pretty awesome. And also you can get on my Discord, and if you're a subscriber, you can get access to the subscriber exclusive channels. And in one of those channels, you can get access to my always my most up-to-date sideboard guide for AmuLIT. I'm currently working on a Karn sideboard guide, so that is gonna take a minute though, because well, I said it a couple of times, but I'm going through the process of moving right now, which has made my time very, very limited. But I am trying to, whenever I get a minute, to, try to move forward with that project over there, because, well, I want to make sure that everybody gets their value, because I appreciate everybody's subscription and support. Yeah, if you want to check out these and all of my previous streams, you can do so on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel right there. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can do so on Twitter. There we go. MTGBot is lagging a little bit today. I don't know what's going on. Finally, if you want to help support the stream with a donation, you can do so, and with any donation of $12 or more, I will play your list on stream. I'm actually going to, for the first time, I'm going to make a donation goal, because I am trying to see if I can go to GP Las Vegas in August. So that is in 3 months, 2 or 3 months. I think it's the 22nd of August. So I'm gonna make a donation goal, and if I am able to get there with the donation goal, then I'm going to see you all in Vegas. And if I don't make it, then I won't. I will probably be maybe streaming that weekend, but yeah, it should be cool. It should be cool. Okay, let's go see who we can host. Somebody's streaming Modern. Who's doing Modern? Oh, okay, so Drake Sasser is streaming Modern. Let's go check that out. Alright, see you all over there. Have a good one, everybody. And I will try to stream tomorrow. Again, stay tuned on both the Discord and Twitter, and I will post whenever I'm going live. So have an amazing rest of your day, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye bye.